This is Isaac the Great. Thank you for tuning into this channel. And today we are talking about low self-esteem. You know, it's challenging. Some people sometimes look at themselves as if they are not fit. Their self-worth is low. They feel they are not correct. And many times this is a challenge that has been a great concern in the society today. And today I have a guest who has overcome that aspect of low self-esteem, and she will be sharing with us how possible it is. So, welcome, Wanja. Tell us your story.
Thank you very much, Isaac,
Mm.
and thank you for this opportunity. So, I'll say low self esteem is something that can destroy you.
Yes.
It breaks you brick by brick.
Uh,
It is something that destroyed me in the past,
mm.
and I know many people wouldn't notice because I was a school captain when I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
I had these leadership positions,
Mm-hmm.
and yet I can't say I was in that position of I was enough with myself, So anybody can face this, and if not controlled or
Yes.
managed,
Yes.
breaks you down.
Yes.
Yes.
And you even start harming yourself. I've seen people
Exactly.
harming themselves
Yes.
because of low self-esteem. Their performance goes down.
Yes.
Their participation in public events or something, it becomes an issue.
Yes.
And now other people, because of a way of compensating, get to do drugs
Yes.
to compensate that.
Yes. Yes.
So maybe if you would be okay with this, what do you think caused your low self-esteem?
First, I wanted to be liked.
Mm.
Being an artist,
Mm.
let's say when you tell someone you draw,
Mm-hmm.
the first impression is, what do you draw? Of course, like I drew pencils and all that.
Mm.
And when you draw it, people think because you've drawn something good, other things that they think that you had someone do it for you.
Mm-hmm.
See, at the same time, the belief that people have for you being an artist, not the same that you have.
Mm.
So that kind of rejection, it's like the way we talk about nobody, the art industry has not yet been appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
And when you say you want to be an artist or an entrepreneur, people look at you like, are you really okay?
Mm.
So that caused part of it because I didn't think it was something that it was good to do. I questioned myself, am I really doing the right thing?
Mm-hmm.
So it really damaged
The judgment of the society
Yeah.
on what you're doing.
yeah.
But before that, if you can just mention a few things, or if you can flash your mind, especially in your childhood, and which in your family, how many are you?
We are actually three.
Three.
Yes. Plus
First-
Mount, then my two parents.
Yeah, now your siblings now. Which number are you coming?
I'm the second boy.
The second born.
Mm.
Maybe anything from your neighborhood, from the family that you feel like pushed you at a young age that may have punctured yourself that you can reflect on.
First, I'd say about school.
Mm-hmm.
I used to perform well,
Mm-hmm.
but there are also other people who would perform better.
Yes.
And then I'd ask myself questions like, why do they perform better
Oh,
and I don't?
yes.
What do they read that I don't?
Mhm. Yes.
And it's something that affected me, especially in primary school.
Yes.
And I started dealing with that issue when I was in high school.
I see.
Personally,
I see.
you're in class,
Mm.
you love a subject,
Mm.
and then at the same time you don't like the teacher.
Oh.
I used to get afraid, especially some other subjects. I used to be afraid of asking questions because I was scared of what people would think. Like,
Yes.
maybe people would think I'm stupid
Yes.
asking.
Yes.
I know it's not, when I'm actually talking about it, people might be saying, and the way you look strong and all that, you're not perfect.
And
We
I know.
struggle
Yes.
with this thing.
Yes.
Yeah? So it's something I was really struggling with. And when I look at my performance in primary school, personally I say I'd have done better because when I was doing my KCPE, I remember having these questions of have I read enough? What if this comes? You feel like you want to read everything, and eventually it came through.
Yes.
You have this mind, and everything just it's like a whole battle
Yes.
in your heart and your mind.
So
destroys you.
I hear you say that poor performance and the competition in school
Yeah.
and the expectations of the school, parents, and all that can really bring someone down.
It pulls you,
Uh,
especially if you don't know your value
yes,
and if you don't know how to control yourself.
yes,
Maybe you're not good in English,
yes,
but you're being told that so and so is good. English is very simple. And then you try to look at the other person and
mm,
ask yourself, what does that person do that I'm not doing?
yes.
You even get afraid to even ask questions because you feel dumb. You feel
It
like you're
happens.
stupid.
Yes,
Why am I being told English is easy and for me it's not?
I can tell you,
Yeah?
I have had the similar challenge
Mhm.
back then. And to me, when I'm talking about love and self-esteem, it's something that has really I battled with
Yeah.
for a long time. Being born and raised from a very humble background, my handwriting has never been good, even now.
Mm.
But because
Right.
we have computers with time,
Yes, yes, yes.
and out of that, and of course, being born in a very poor family where we used to live in a grass-thatched house, people would label us, and in terms of the lunch,
Yeah.
that time you used to carry lunch box, and
Mm-hmm.
the best thing that you can carry is ugali. At normal circumstances, you are carrying gideri and
Mm-hmm.
that kind of a thing. But it really challenged me. So it is something that starts with childhood, and I
Yes,
think at this point, it's good to tell parents that let's accept our children the way they are,
yes,
because you play a very key role in bringing them up. And the second thing, competition in school doesn't have to be as serious as that in life. If someone cannot be able to perform at such a level, doesn't mean that that's the end of it. So, loss of esteem can begin as young as when someone is in primary school.
yes,
It can be escalated when in secondary school,
yes,
and even in life now.
yes.
People at I once worked in the hotel industry, and the hotel industry has a lot of how you look, and
Mm-hmm.
my self-esteem was not good by the way I look, and I hated even photography. I hated videos. I've just started appreciating photography just recently
Yes.
because I had a lot of things that I had to work on myself,
Yeah.
and I realized it is not how I look; it is what I think,
What
my
you
perception.
exactly? What do you think? What do you think
Mm,
people think about you?
exactly.
No, and it's in their head.
Yes, it's all in the hand,
Yeah.
and therefore that has to be changed.
Yeah.
So, Wanja, how have you been able to deal with self-esteem? Now you have a lot of confidence. Your presentation is very good in life. As I do see what you do, how have you been able to pick yourself up?
First, I learned that I could express myself through drawing.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I'd spend a lot of time drawing,
Mm.
and it gave me this platform to be
Mm.
myself, where
Mm.
I drew something, and yeah, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Criticize it, it's okay, but that's me,
Mm-hmm.
and it gave me a lot of. At least I can offer something, At
Yes,
least I can
yes,
offer
yes, yes.
something.
Very good.
I'm not just like that.
Yeah.
Second,
Yeah.
I realized that there is something we do every day
Mm.
that we tend to be wanting to please people.
Oh yes.
You see,
Yes.
that you compromise your standards, your
Mm-hmm.
value, your
Mm-hmm.
dignity, your
Yes.
personality, your good
Yes.
stuff
Yes.
to try and fit in the society.
Yes.
And for me, it got to a point I said, enough is enough.
Mm-hmm.
I am an artist.
Mm-hmm.
I love being free.
Yes.
I love expressing myself the way I want.
Yes.
And I have nothing to prove, to hide to anyone.
Very good.
And then something else is you learn that the society is created by you and me.
Mm,
So
mm,
that
mm.
society is actually you and the other person, you and the other person. So it's
Yes.
all about your thinking. And
Yes.
with that,
Mm,
um, when Afiakili started, it's
mm,
something I did before, but now I realize now it became a whole concept.
mm-hmm.
Thanks to my mom too, because my mom has been helping me with the whole concept too.
Wow. Mm,
It's a campaign we were doing before COVID came in.
mm-hmm.
It was called Tour Mask campaign.
Wow. To a mask.
Yeah, Tour Mask.
Yeah.
We are putting on a lot of masks to hide ourselves.
Yes.
Before
Yes.
that time COVID came
Yes.
in,
Yes.
you realize that every morning you wake up,
Mm.
you know very well you're not happy with
Yes.
your life. And
Yes.
the first question I ask myself, Phyllis, are you happy?
Mm-hmm.
Are you happy with who you are?
Mm-hmm.
So you know very well you're not happy.
Yes.
You put on a mask
Yes.
and you leave the house
Yes.
and meet up with your friends and they ask you, oh, how are you? I am so perfect.
Eh.
Niko poa.
Eh.
My life is smooth.
Yes.
I have no hardships and all that.
Yes.
And when you go back home, you cry yourself to sleep. You see?
Be yourself.
Yes. I want to appreciate you the way you are. I
Yes.
respect you that you're a psychologist and that is what you do.
Yes.
And also me, I'm an artist. We have same interests, but we can't be there all the time, you know.
Very true.
And that is okay.
And you don't have to compete with someone else.
Exactly.
Compete and compare with yourself.
With yourself.
Actually,
Yes.
there is, sometimes back I saw you talk about this of comparison, where you feel like, how am I doing in comparison with my colleagues?
Yeah.
And that really adds up to more issues.
You don't know what that person does when he or she goes home.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that person has a connection of people who they're helping them there.
Yes.
And you're here comparing your chapter 2 with his chapter 8 or chapter 10.
Oh, so bad.
Say,
So comparison with other people.
just stop it.
Yes.
If it's not helping you grow or challenge you to do better, just leave it.
So show us a bit about to our mask campaign.
I will put on this COVID mask so that we do not contradict the whole idea. So I'll have my mask on first. So one thing I want you to understand is that many of us are like this. Many of us are like this. This is us every day. You see, this is us every day. And many times you realize that we don't want to speak. So we are this every time of the day, but yet we leave the house happy. Showing people that we have a happy face.
We pretend that we are happy while we are not.
Last we have this. You see?
Oh my goodness.
The whole idea is our minds are clogged, but every time you leave the house, you show people the way you're happy, and right now you know very well you're not. So for the tour mask, the tour emotional mask, I'll also show this. Oh no, I'll also show this one to show that this is a lady too. Now we have the male and the lady.
Yes.
Is this you? That's the question I'm asking. Is this you? Every time you know very well when you're alone, this is the face that you show. But when you move and go to the world, you show people how happy you are. Now the tour mask campaign is this. I have put on my COVID mask to show you that what you're talking about is not about removing this mask. Protect yourself from COVID and the society. So tour emotional mask. So we have, you know very well at night you did not sleep well. You did not eat. You didn't even have money to eat supper.
And somebody is suffering and yet is dying silently.
Exactly. One thing in the morning, people ask you, good morning, how are you? I'm fine. So this is what we do. We put on this mask. Do you see? Do you know how this? Do you see how this mask is? It has a smile. I don't know if you can see it. There's a smile here. It's not that you look like this, like moving when you're walking with this non-synthetic mask. The whole thing is we just put an invisible mask.
Yes.
We walk and show the world how perfect our lives are.
Yes.
Let me tell you, don't be lied by social media. People are dying.
Yes.
They cry every time to sleep.
I know.
But photos that they post, they're happy.
Yes.
So the whole idea is this. You see this mask?
Tour emotional mask.
Tour emotional mask. And as you protect yourself, let me take this off to continue with the thing.
Yes.
Take this mask off. You know what? We want you the way you are.
Yes.
For me, I want to connect with the real person. I want you as Ryan. I want you as Jane. I want you the real you. I don't want you to show me the things that you want me to believe. No. Tour this emotional mask and connect so that you can be able to help you.
Yes.
Because Isaac, people are dying by suicide.
I know.
It is painful.
Yes.
And suicide being ranked number 2,
yes.
and Kenya being ranked number 29 in
yes.
terms of suicide, that is really sad.
Actually, if you are looking at the mental illnesses and what is happening, it's causing more casualties than what we are talking about COVID-19 patients.
Yes.
It's just a serious case. But unfortunately, we still have masks. Thank you so much for bringing this idea.
Yes.
I believe we have gotten the message. The message is that let's be real. That mask you are wearing, open it up. I know somebody will ask us, but how do I open up to people, to strangers? There is one person or two people that you can open up to. Start with your family members. If they don't understand you, look for professionals. That's why I and Wanje, we are here to help you to come out of that cocoon that you have locked yourself in, think that you are not inadequate, that you are not sufficient, that you are not competent enough, that you don't have what it takes. You have what it takes to be who you are, and the way you are okay. If you have got into a pit, start getting out of the pit. We want to extend a hand to pull you out of there. Because one thing with psychotherapy is that we come in with a light, we shed some light in it. Oh, kumbe there was a hope at the end of the tunnel. So I think this is a good job. I don't know, what is your parting shot to young person, especially who is rating himself or herself by the social media standards, the hotels that she goes, the kind of friends that she hangs with, the cars that he drives, and all that?
One thing I'll say, you have nothing to prove to anyone. You have nothing. Let me tell you, when you die, and I'm not saying it in a bad way, but when you die, everybody gets buried or cremated or whatever happens. You won't have any other life after that. Like, you come back and say, I want to relive it now. It's gone. You have nothing to prove to anyone. Prove it to yourself that you're good enough. Prove it to yourself that you deserve to be loved. You deserve to be appreciated. You deserve to be happy. And these things, all these things that God has created for us, they're for us to use for you and me.
Very good.
Yes.
And actually, I would wish to throw this ball to you. You know, we can put some pressure here and make this ball a good ball to play football with.
Yes.
But at the same time, we can live with it and become useless. There's something that you yourself that you need to make a change on. I don't know, what would you comment? This is quite a good job that you're doing.
What for the campaign, what we are doing is to fund our activities. We have these balls where these footballs where we have branded them with messages on mental hygiene.
All right.
Like, we have one saying, a healthy mind is a healthy body.
Yes.
Keep your mind healthy. That's actually our slogan. Peace of mind makes the body healthy.
Yes.
That anytime anybody, we are trying to resonate with something that people resonate with so fast.
Yes.
Football.
Yes. That's a good message.
And especially men really, men have this high rate of suicide than
Yes.
women.
Very true.
So you realize that a man can resonate with even children through playing.
Yes.
So we are asking, support us by actually buying this. It's at 1,750 shillings, and you'll help us be able to reach out to more people and offer art therapy and training on business model canvas.
Very good.
So the whole thing is, when you're playing, may it always remind you that mental health is as important as physical health.
Actually, there's no health without mental health.
Yes.
That's the bottom line.
Yes.
So get in touch with us, subscribe to this channel, get in touch there. You have contacts there, like, comment, and out of that, you'll be able to connect and help you become a better person.
Yes.
The ball is on your court.